1997 through 2008 Ford Ranger with a 3-liter engine. Oil pressure switch replacement. I'm Brian Esser from How to Automotive, and we'll walk you step by step through that process. So on this Ford Ranger here, the oil pressure light would intermittently flicker and would intermittently lose pressure. Customer states that it's been doing this for months, so we are confident it's not a oil pressure problem, but it's actually an oil pressure switch issue. So we went ahead and ordered up a oil pressure switch, and we're going to install that now. I will leave links for the parts in the description of the video. That way, if you need to pick any of those up, you can find those links there. So right back here behind the transmission dipstick is where the oil pressure switch is going to be located. So it's mounted right on the back of the bell housing of the engine and where the engine mounts up to the transmission. So it looks like it's kind of hard to get to, but actually you can get your hands down here. First thing we're going to do is reach down here and squeeze the connector and unplug it just like this. So you're going to squeeze it right here, and once you squeeze that, it'll release the tab and you can pull it off. As far as tools goes, you're going to need a deep socket. You're going to need a 21 millimeter. It fits perfectly on here. I also use a 6-inch extension here. If you have a semi-wobble extension, that works really good. And then you're going to need a flex head ratchet like this. So now you can slip it onto the oil pressure switch and then go ahead and crack it free. To support the ratchet and extension, reach around here on the side of the cylinder head right here, and you can grab the ratchet and hold the extension here to support everything, and then crack it free. Once you get it cracked free, they spin out pretty easily. I just did a couple turns, and then I was able to spin it out by hand by reaching down here and fully removing the sensor. Once you get it pulled out, it's going to look like this. Of course, you want to match it up with your old part, with your new part, to make sure everything is right. If you notice, the new part has thread sealer and everything already on it. So all we have to do is reach back there and go ahead and start the new sensor into place. It's a little tricky, but you can feel the hole with your finger and then put the sensor in there. Go ahead and spin it in as far as you can by hand, and then switch over to your ratchet to tighten it up. You can also reach around the cylinder head right here and start the oil pressure switch. Once you've got it started, now you're going to put your socket back on, your extension back on. I supported it right here and then went ahead and tightened that down. You run it in until it's snug, and then about a quarter turn more. You don't have to go a whole lot. Once you're done tightening it up, go ahead and install the sensor connector, and then go in the vehicle, start it off, and double check that you have oil pressure. I'm Brian Esser from How to Automotive, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching and encourage you to subscribe.